Welcome back to Wrestling Pro News, the channel that brings you the biggest stories, the most jaw-dropping twists, and the emotional roller coasters that define the wrestling world. But today we're not here with just another update, we're here with news that has shaken the entire industry to its very core. News that no fan, no superstar, and no member of the WWE family ever wanted to hear. Because just hours ago it was confirmed that Cody Rhodes, the reigning undisputed WWE champion and one of the most beloved figures in modern wrestling, has tragically passed away following a shocking and brutal attack at the hands of Kevin Owens after their match at Saturday night's main event, a night that was supposed to showcase the fighting spirit of two warriors but instead became the darkest chapter imaginable in WWE history. This confirmation has left the entire wrestling universe in shock, disbelief, and heartbreak, and today we are going to take you through the aftermath of this tragedy, the voices of his peers who knew him best, the fans whose lives he inspired, and most of all the deeply emotional response from Roman Reigns, one of Cody's fiercest rivals who turned out to be one of his greatest brothers in arms outside the ring. But before we take in the grief and the tributes, let's rewind to the moment that changed everything. Saturday night's main event began as a celebration, with Cody Rhodes entering the arena after a grueling but spectacular battle against Kevin Owens for the undisputed championship, a match where Cody fought with every ounce of passion, resilience, and grit that had defined his career, pushing Owens to the absolute limit in one of the closest contests in recent memory. Cody may have lost that match, but what followed moments later turned the entire arena from a place of excitement to a house of horror. Kevin Owens, relentless and fueled by something far darker than competition, launched a sudden and violent assault on Cody, delivering a devastating piledriver that left him motionless in the middle of the ring, a sight that silenced thousands of fans in attendance and millions watching around the world. Medical staff rushed to the ring, the atmosphere shifted from celebration to dread, and the sound of concerned whispers replaced the cheers, as everyone realized that what they had just witnessed was not another scripted moment, but something painfully real. Hours later, the heartbreaking reality was confirmed. Cody Rhodes had succumbed to his injuries, and the wrestling world would never be the same again. The announcement came from none other than Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, who shared the news in a press conference that felt like a funeral for the entire industry. Fighting back his own emotions, Triple H said it was with the deepest sorrow that he confirmed Cody's passing, reminding everyone that Cody wasn't just a wrestler, but a leader, a friend, a son, and a brother, someone who fought as hard in life as he did in the ring, and whose loss left a void that could never be filled. Those words cut deep, and they set the tone for the outpouring of grief that followed across the wrestling landscape. Almost instantly, superstars past and present, from fierce rivals to lifelong friends, came forward to pay tribute, none more powerful than the message from Roman Reigns, who had shared one of Cody's most iconic moments at WrestleMania. Roman posted a photo of the two of them together and wrote that some rivalries transcend the ring, explaining that while Cody was his greatest opponent, outside of the squared circle he was also his brother, a man he respected more than most, someone who pushed him to his limits and reminded him of why they both gave everything to this business. Roman's words revealed the human side of a man known for dominance, showing just how deeply Cody's passing had affected even the strongest among them. The tributes didn't stop there. Legends like The Rock, John Cena, and Randy Orton all shared heartfelt messages, each highlighting Cody's passion, his dedication, and his ability to inspire. The Rock called him a true champion whose legacy would live on forever. John Cena praised his refusal to ever quit and his power to lift others, while Randy Orton, known for his toughness, admitted that Cody's loss devastated him personally as a friend who had been by his side for years. Even The Undertaker, a man of few words, broke his silence to honor Cody, showing just how universal the respect for him was. Beyond the locker room, fans around the globe flooded social media with messages of love, grief, and gratitude. People shared how Cody inspired them, how his journey from being Dusty Rhodes' son to carving out his own legacy proved that dreams were worth chasing no matter the obstacles, and how his passion gave hope to anyone who felt like the odds were stacked against them. It wasn't just about the wins or the titles, it was about the heart, the spirit, and the authenticity that Cody brought into every moment of his career. From his breakout days in WWE to his groundbreaking work in AEW and his triumphant return to the company where it all began, Cody's story was about resilience, reinvention, and never giving up, and that's why his death feels like such a cruel twist of fate, because he was more than a wrestler, he was a living embodiment of what wrestling is supposed to mean. WWE has since announced a special tribute episode of Monday Night Raw to honor Cody's life and career, where fans will relive his greatest matches, his most emotional promos, and hear firsthand the stories of those who shared the ring and the road with him. It will be a night not of mourning but of celebrating the man known as the American Nightmare, a man whose dream became his life, and whose legacy will inspire generations to come. Though Cody Rhodes may no longer be here physically, his spirit is forever etched into the fabric of professional wrestling, carried in the hearts of fans, in the respect of his peers, and in the love of his family. As we grieve this unimaginable loss, let us also celebrate everything Cody gave us, from the unforgettable matches to the lessons of perseverance and heart, because while his time was cut tragically short, his story will never end. Rest in peace, Cody Rhodes, you'll never be forgotten.